This is a 2008 Honda Accord V6 3.5, and we're going to try to change the spark plugs. There's 6 of them, and one of the coils. The reason I'm having to change the spark plugs and the ignition coil is because my wife said the check engine light came on and it was running really loud. We had a diagnostic test and they said it was the number 3 spark plug, which is in the back here. So I went to AutoZone and got a Duralast ignition coil. It's about $50, and the 6 spark plugs. I got the NGK kind, and the tools you'll need is a socket with a 10mm for the screw, and then the regular spark plug socket, which has a little rubber gasket inside. You'll need an extension about this long, and then your ratchet there. And I like to have a little magnet holder to put the screws in so I don't lose them. We're going to start by removing these the protective cap right here by undoing these screws right here on the sides. One right here, and there's one right here. These 2 screws are just a matter of twisting them a short bit and then removing this cover. Use a 10mm socket to remove this nut right here. Next, you remove this little clip right here. You pinch this part in right there and pull that out. After you disconnect this, you just kind of wiggle it and pull this out like that. Then you'll use a socket meant for spark plugs because it has a little rubber gasket down there to hold on to it. You need an extender and then your wrench. Put that down in there, find it where it seats it, and then unscrew it. Once you unscrew that, you pull that out. It's time to put the next one in. Make sure you do these one at a time though so you don't get them mixed up. All right, now we have the new spark plug, and we're going to put that in the socket and screw it back in. Once it's snug, we'll turn it about another quarter turn. After the spark plug is in, we're going to put the coil back in. All right, we replaced the 3 in the front. Now we're going to try to do the ones in the back. And they're a little hard to get to and hard to see. It's the same principle for the ones in the back. It's just they're a little bit harder to get to. Get this bar to have to work around in this car. You slide this back down in here. On this car, you got this bar right here to contend with. And then on the very last one, this hose is in the way. So you kind of have to maneuver around it. It's a little more challenging. So when you're done, you'll have 5 used spark plugs that are dirty, needed replacing. And here's the old ignition coil that was replaced. Didn't really look that bad, but we were told it was. And that's what you'll have left when you're done. And a car that runs smoothly and check engine lights off. The last thing you do is start it up, make sure it runs smoothly.